This is Discover Crypto, powered by Oculus. Welcome, Disco fam. Today we're talking about Ethereum. How much Ethereum will it take to be a millionaire? Also, HBAR is in the news with BlackRock, but is not what you think. HBAR, there's a little bit of fugazi going on with some reporting here. We got the full breakdown. We're going to look at what's really happening with HBAR. What is the price going to do from there? And not only that, I found something very interesting in the Chainlink charts that I just have to share with you. I just opened a trade. Let's discover crypto. Ow!
Capital flight is coming to the United States. The dollar is going to zero.
And that's what makes Bitcoin so special.
You have to have gone through a couple cycles to understand.
Once the price is able to clear this level, the breakout is on its way.
This is your indication to jump in now.
Woo! We got a lot of HBAR army in the chat right now. The HBARbarians are hanging out. We got a lot of people saying, well, what's going to happen? What do you mean? Is this bullish? Is this bearish? Tell me what's going on with HBAR. Why did HBAR pump? But first, let's look at what else pumped, everybody. We're going to talk about HBAR and what's going on, but it looks like the market's taking a little bit of a stumble. I don't know if this is going to be a retracement to some lower levels, or are we going to bounce from here? But we have Bitcoin now down almost 1%, Ethereum down 1% in the last hour. Oh yeah, that's right. I was sorry. I had it differently for Blofin, so I could see all the things. All right, we have Tether moving a little too much. You don't want to see Tether moving almost above 0.5% there. BNB is down. Solana is down. Dogecoin is down. Everything is down. Cardano taking a huge tumble. I have closed the Cardano long. If you remember, we moved that stop loss into profit. Still in the T along, however. Avalanche is down. Tron is up, though. Nick, how do you feel about Tron bucking the trend?
Tron is the official chain of Tether, so that's fine.
All right, a lot of people talking about Gummy. Gummy is suspicious. Hey, pretty flat for a meme coin. It is down 3.8%. Let's look at what are the top gainers. I think I know what we're going to see. We're going to see HBAR. HBAR leading the way. We're going to break down what is happening with HBAR in just a minute. Crazy. Stick around for that. Bonk is making some serious moves as well. Algo is moving up. Whiff is moving up. Now, I've been looking at a meme coin here.
You have?
I've been looking at Floki. Floki is flat here, Floki. And when you see Bonk move, you also see some of these other Solana tokens move. Boom is moving up, but only slightly right there. Yeah. You can see Boom moving up. Also, you have Mew. Mew is up 20%. This is a random coin. Someone gave me like $2 worth. I don't know who gave it. Maybe it was from holding Bonk. I honestly don't know. It's like $100 now or something like that. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot more than I would have guessed. I don't know. Probably got it to me super early. Maybe it was like $10, but either way, it's like triple digits right now. So Mew's moving as well. I haven't bought any, folks.
Boss Fountain says, "Funny to see you shilling HBAR now, bro. We're covering the news. You idiot."
Can
we not talk about anything that's ever happened in crypto, for God's sake?
You know what? I did say Bonk is going up 21%, and so therefore, I'm saying everybody do shots to Bonk. No, this we trust me. We're going to talk about HBAR, why it's moving and why it corrected, and then I kind of have some macro thoughts of where it says we are in the market. And folks, I say it a lot. I say it again. You are not bullish enough. At least long term. All right, so we have Maker moving up, Axie Infinity. After that, largely, we're in the negatives. So what is the biggest negative? Well, I'll tell you the best way to avoid your coins being in this is hit the like button, everybody.
Oh, definitely.
Go ahead and smash that like button. Yeah. And if you hit the like button, you won't see your coins in the top losers.
No.
Let's go ahead and look at the top losers. ZBEC Protocol is moving down. WorldCoin also moving down. Athena, a lot of the same names we've seen, on this list before. Akash, Stacks, BitTensor, and Beam. Beam moving down, but Beam did have a fairly okay week. Let's see here. Say the graph. We're seeing a lot of coins, taking a little bit of a tumble, but a lot of these coins have a green week. So I want to see who's had the worst week. Toncoin had the worst week. It is down 11. Who's had the worst month? It is Athena. Oh, no, sorry. These are newer coins. It is Conflux, the Chinese Ethereum. That is down 50%.
Yeah,
Aptos, down 40%. WorldCoin, down 40%.
Wow.
Uniswap, down 36%. Avalanche,
That
35%.
$37 Avalanche is a good. That looks like a good entry point to me.
This feels like a not terrible DCA target. You know, if you want to DCA into a strong project, you know, I don't hate Avalanche at all.
What do you think about Phantom with a 33% pullback on the month?
Phantom is taking a little bit of a tumble. Let's look at the Phantom chart here. Yeah, if you look at the 24-hour, look at that dip that's happening right now.
Wow.
We're coming in lower than the local low that we put back there. If we go to the 7-day, doesn't look nearly as bearish. If we go to the 1 month, just looks normal. If we go to the max chart here, you say, whoa, this thing has a lot of movement to the upside. Phantom was above $3.
Wow.
But if we look at the market cap, you still see a lot of good upside. So right now, $2 billion market cap to above $8 billion. So you're looking at a 4x. And right now, 72 cents to a 4 point something X. So good tokenomics for Phantom. I can see Phantom being a good DCA target. Chat. What should DCA in on Friday? I'll go ahead and I'll DCA into whatever you guys have the most love for. I don't care. I'm going to do it because I'm a maniac and I'm a degen and I don't care. I'll keep buying. It keeps dipping. I keep buying. And if it dips, I'll just keep dipping with it. I'll break my back doing the limbo.
Dang.
Now let's just see if this trade has broke my back here. It is in the negative. We're going to make sure I need to go ahead and get a stop loss in some of these local lows there. You can see I won't lose too much funds. Just kind of testing some trades here. Just playing with the market. ADA chart, you know, like I said, we close that one trade heavy into profit right now. Kind of looking at some interesting levels here. Yeah. I like using this area as a somewhat of a level of support. We'll see if that plays out as support.
DZ, real quick, do you think Cardano is going to flip Toncoin this week?
This week, no. Yeah. I think it will happen in May. May it happen. I think May is
okay. I'm hearing 80K in May for Bitcoin.
80K in May. I like that because usually it's sell in May, walk away. Yeah. All right, we're still in the TIA long. I feel like I just got such a good entry point. You can see, you know, caught those falling knives right there.
Hold on to that. Hold on to that.
Yeah, I'm holding on to the TIA trade.
What's your funding rate on that?
I have to go full screen. It's a whole thing. I've closed most of it in profit. So even if I get liquidated, and the liquidation point is $6.50. So
I think you're okay.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. If we go to the 1-day chart here, we'd have to go to some very, very scary levels. Like I mean, even the top part of that acting as support. Yeah, so we're looking like we're pretty safe on the TIA trade right there. All right, well let's get into HBAR. Let me shill for the barbarians, or am I going to FUD it?
A coin, because when you mention a coin, that's shilling the coin, right?
Hey man, I might FUD this to all who knows what. Gummy for the weak and the brainless. You know what? Some would say that applies to every meme coin. Some would say, you know what? Have fun having that take. Meanwhile, I'm going to be getting 10x's, 20x's. Yeah. Some, they're not going to take profit. They're going to write it to zero. Some, they'll take that profit. They'll put it into fiat. They'll buy a car. Some, they'll take that profit and they'll put it into Bitcoin.
Dang.
I'm kind of like, I want to do the third, but sometimes it's okay doing the second.
So Hotep Jesus had a take on that this morning. He said there are two kinds of men, simps and ones that buy meme coins.
Simps and those that buy meme coins. So the meme coin buyers are Chads in this scenario.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hey, I don't disagree with Hotep all that often. It's funny. Josh said, wasn't much gains on HBAR. Now see what you guys said. All right. Well, you know what? He made a prediction. That prediction didn't play out. I have always said the barbarian community is pretty strong. And you see what the barbarian community did with rumors and innuendo. And then I'm kind of going to use this as my springboard of where I see this HBAR news for the larger market. In a bear market, Nick, there's a thing, there's an adage. Yep. In a bear market, good news doesn't move the market. And so you can kind of say that this is your bellwether. Are we in a bearish period or a bullish period? You see a headline, Amazon buys Bitcoin, and it doesn't barely move.
Yep.
Welcome to the bear market. Amazon does this. Google does this. It doesn't do anything. Welcome to the bear market. But when you see a fart in the wind pump up a coin, and I'm not saying this news is a fart in the wind, but when a fart in the wind can make a coin pump 40%.
Unsubstantiated.
The unsubstantiated rumors pump coins 50%, 80%, 100%. Welcome to the bull market, where it doesn't take much to ignite the rocket ship.
Yeah, this wasn't just any coin, though. This was a multi-billion-dollar market cap coin, and it moved like a freaking meme coin. That, like the scale of what just happened overnight, if you're not bullish on that, like you got to get bullish.
We're promoting and filling Uncle Rand's bag. No, I'm not coming out with any kind of gummy prediction. My bold proclamation is for memes as a whole. I don't know if Gummy's going to go up. I don't know if Gummy's going to go down. I think he has a strong community, and we've seen what strong communities can do to a coin.
So let me ask Dennis. Dennis, what is a coin we're allowed to talk about? You tell me in the chat, and then we'll make a show around what you want. Okay.
Well, we'll get into the main coins too after we talk about HBAR. I got some stuff in the charts I want to share with you as well, and then we're going to talk about this Ethereum proclamation. All right, HBAR token pumped basically 100% on a misinterpreted BlackRock announcement. It was a widely misinterpreted announcement from HBAR. It sparked confusion amongst crypto influencers and sent that token soaring to the moon, baby. Well, the money market fund has been tokenized on the HBAR blockchain, and it sent Hedera on a huge rally in the last 24 hours. That's right. A BlackRock money market fund was tokenized. Was it tokenized by BlackRock? No, it was not. The world's largest asset manager was only aware of the move on chain, despite many believe BlackRock and Larry Fink was actively involved. They thought the lizards were involved, but the lizards were just on the sidelines.
Yeah.
The video shared with the announcement seemed to suggest Onera, Archax. I haven't heard people Archax, and BlackRock were partnered on the venture. And HBAR claimed it is bringing the world's largest asset manager on chain. This sentence got a lot of people pissed off. I think it is open to interpretation. But before we get into the story further, Nick, was this willful vagueness on HBAR's part?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, this was definitely poorly worded. The shade and fraud I'm getting from Mason perpetuating this really bad take is just incredible.
Yeah, Mason got bodied by CoinDesk, I think. CoinDesk had his
crypto
picture.
Influencers' fault because we just glom onto these narratives and don't do 1 hour of goddamn research.
Yeah, what do we have for our title? BlackRock made this crypto double overnight. What you know is a lie. So they lied. I mean, we couldn't put it bigger words like they. There's a lie. There's a lie. Yeah. Sorry if the HBAR announcement isn't actually what you think because BlackRock didn't actually approve of this. I'm sorry, that doesn't fit on the title. I'm sorry, that doesn't make a compelling thumbnail. But Larry Fink, red letters, giant letters, they lied. We're trying to give you the information here, folks. Work with us, not against us. All right, here, let's get back into the story. So this was used a lot. CoinDesk used Mason's quote tweet here, crypto influencers were confused. So this is the tweet. I'm going to go into the tweet in a little bit. Chris O, he kind of had a take here. He initially believed they had no involvement with the development and slammed the foundation for the way it framed the announcement. We're going to go into that. We had the CEO reply to Chris, though. I love Chris, so we show his tweets a lot here, saying it was indeed a choice to put the funds on Hedera, and added, everyone involved was aware. So they're aware. What does that mean? They sent an intern at BlackRock an email? Or are they calling Larry Fink on the phone? Somewhere in between. I don't think we know.
Our thumbnail is Larry Fink is telling everybody that they lied.
I like that.
He's
Either way,
it.
There's what we're seeing is not being. We're seeing some lies.
HBAR pulled a little bit of shenanigans. Someone needed to buy a island in the Caicos, Turks and Caicos, and that's how this happened.
They pulled a shenanigan. That's the chain where you have to wear pins of flare on your outfit.
Probably, yeah.
Shenanigans,
yeah.
Shenanigans. That was shenanigans, right? Or was that from Waiting with the Batwing?
No,
the Batwing.
The shenanigans, that was Office Space, right?
Office Space is shenanigans. So what's the restaurant in Waiting? What's the restaurant Waiting, chat? Help us out. Me and Nick, we can't recall. If you ever worked in food service industry, fantastic movie. Yeah. All right, here's the tweet that it has everyone's feathers ruffled. Today we witness real-world asset history as BlackRock's Treasury Money Market Fund is tokenized on Hedera, with these two entities marking a major milestone in asset management by bringing the world's largest asset manager on chain. Chris O. Except BlackRock had nothing to do with all this, though this post falsely implies it. Lame. All right, so here we have I don't know. He is in the Cardano fam, so that isn't necessary there. But to be clear, the actual institution did not select HBAR for tokenizing a fund of theirs. Disco fam, it gets so tiresome. BlackRock had no involvement whatsoever and has no connection to the protocol. What did happen was a HBAR project through the secondary market tokenized shares of a BlackRock fund. Much like I can buy a Rolex, take a pic, and post it on my X account. Doesn't mean Rolex partnered with me. These kinds of misleading marketing pump my token pieces are gross. LOL, HBAR pump 35. How about 98% on a non-event? Guess who got wrecked in the few days as insiders take profit? Don't be a sucker. Do you think, I think it's fair to say, probably some people traded off that information. I'm not pointing any fingers at these protocols, but I would be surprised if someone in the Discord didn't know, a brother-in-law didn't know. Someone had to know, right?
Yeah, they had to know.
We got Roosevelt Taylor here. Love the show. Can you guys
$5 super chat? Thank you.
Yeah, he wants a $5 super chat price prediction for Ondo and Arrow for the 2025 bull run.
Absolutely.
I've done the Arrow math there, where we kind of look at some of the other DEX's market caps. I think we landed Arrow can potentially hit. Do you remember we said $10 or $20 billion market cap?
I believe it was 20.
I believe it was 20 as well.
Drew and I are going with a $20 billion market cap.
Yeah, so if we're looking at, I don't know, I'd have to do a deeper dive on token unlocks. But
I got
market
it right
cap,
here.
Yeah, if we're to, with no additional token unlocks, you're looking at close to a 27x there. So yeah, 27x, but there will be some token unlocks. So, movement to the upside. I'd have to do the token unlocks to give you the token price. I don't want to give you bad info here. Let's just see here. A lot of people, Shenanigans is a place that Farva kept saying is Super Troopers, all the stuff on the walls. All right. I don't know if you caught anyone said what that name was.
They said it's from Waiting.
It is from Waiting.
Yeah, so I was wrong.
So what's Office Space?
I don't know. Someone tell us what's Office
Flanagan's?
Space. Is it Flanagan's?
Is it Flanagan's? I know it's like a Bennigan's clone. Shout out to Bennigan's.
Ondo. He was asking about Ondo too.
Okay, and Ondo. Thank you. Ondo, if we look at Ondo's a real world asset play. It is a BlackRock play. The market cap is
so big right now already.
Yeah, and there's something in crypto where everything likes to reject off a $20 billion market cap. I think this would be something pretty similar here.
Yep.
I think this can do $10 as a psychological level is going to be a lot of resistance. So, I'd be looking to take profits around the $8 range. 10x. This is such a crypto thing. Take profits out of 10x.
Yeah, guys. I know it's lame, but here we are. Yeah, this doesn't pass the Nick DiMondi test for bull market investments, where if you're really trying to make money in crypto, you can't be doing it in the top 80.
Tchotchkes in Office Space. Yeah, welcome to Tchotchkes.
Welcome to Tchotchkes.
All right, Tchotchkes.
Thank you very
much.
All the Tchotchkes. That's why she had all the flair.
Yeah. The disco fam coming through. You hit us with you were staying alive because of you.
Incredible
all right,
stuff.
You guys started with some pizza shooters, shrimp poppers, or street fajitas. That was a good one, Josh.
Let's just actually chat. Can you just word for word repeat the entire Office Space script in the live chat today? That'd be great.
Scene opens, traffic, gangster music plays on the radio, Indian technical guy taps on steering wheel. All right, great opening scene. If you've ever been stuck in traffic and you see the lane to your right, it's like, man, that thing's moving. You jump in the lane on the right, then all of a sudden it's stuck, and then the one on the left starts moving. I think we could all relate with that. How was that like the first time we saw that in a movie? All right, holding 6. All right, now we got a pretty bullish proclamation from Cathie Wood. She is saying something insane, but is it that insane? No. Holding 6 Ethereum can make you a millionaire. What are your first thoughts here, Nick?
First of all, Cathie Wood, very smart. Holding 6 ETH could make you a millionaire. I mean, yeah, so could holding 60 AVAX. The reason she gives is a little on the bubble, but I think holding 6 ETH is not bad. If that's your low risk crypto and you've got, $80,000 and you're going to put it into something and you can't lose that $80,000, I would put it in ETH.
Shout out to Michael Bolton. I would say one thing about the Ethereum. So typically the highest ratio you get for Ethereum to Bitcoin is a 7-to-1 ratio, where roughly one Ethereum equals roughly 15% of a Bitcoin. So if 6 Ethereum can make you a millionaire, that would stand to reason 1 Bitcoin can also make you a millionaire. So if Bitcoin is $1 million, yeah, probably 6 ETH could make you a millionaire. So then ask yourself, do you think Bitcoin can reach $1 million? I think on a long enough time scale, it's inevitable.
Yep.
I just don't know what that time scale is going to look like. Is this 10 years? Is this 50 years? 100 years? I can't imagine it's not $1 million at that time. The traffic scene is buying the top in real life.
Mr. Mark is actually putting in the scene headers and stuff in the chat.
Love it, love it. Scene, a highway, huge traffic jam. Peter drives forward a bit at a time.
That's
He's
the
an old
actual
man
script.
with a walker on the sidewalk.
That's the actual script.
The lane next to his is moving, so he switches lanes. Oh, Office Space is great. All right, well, let's talk about 6 ETH holding you $1 million. Oh, great. Hold on, I might have to hit refresh. Benzinga. I feel like saying Bazinga after seeing how they hit us there.
Did they just nuke
6
the article on us?
Yeah, we got rug pulled by Bazinga. Bazinga! Well, there's a lot of reasons. One, we got a spot Ethereum ETF. BlackRock is looking into an Ethereum ETF. When BlackRock looked into a Bitcoin ETF, do you remember when that was? That was June of last year. They started exploring Bitcoin ETFs. June of last year. So we hit 1 year. Go back a little bit, just so we can get a little bit of a better sense of June 23. June 23. So Bitcoin 25K, BlackRock begins exploring it. It ended up doing close to a 3x there. Ethereum. Now we're looking towards the comments. 3x. Now we're looking close to a $10,000 Ethereum. Not quite 6 equals you a millionaire. 6 equals 60K, and that feels pretty good.
Yep.
Do you think Ethereum can hit 10K this bull run?
Yeah, I made that prediction a couple of months ago. I think it's going to hit 10K before the end of the year for sure.
All right.
And its cycle top, I believe, for Ethereum is going to be around 18 to 21,000.
Tater and Banter chat said they thought Gummy would be the first meme coin to hit $1. I had to laugh and remind them of MAGA. Yeah, MAGA, one of the first ones. Also, what are some other meme coins that have hit $1?
Didn't Pepe go to $1?
Say what?
Didn't Pepe?
Pepe, yeah. Doge, really close, 69.
Close.
Got there pretty close there. Let's see. Delusional Gummy ain't worth. Yeah, that's a pretty high market cap. I'd have to look at that there. We all need a jump to conclusions, Matt. Well, let's jump to the conclusion on Ethereum here. The request from BlackRock came after they submitted an updated proposal on the 19th, so refining earlier submissions to better align with regulatory expectations. So the SEC is saying, hey, you guys, you got to make a couple changes here, and then BlackRock's first in line making these changes. Folks, I looked at NASDAQ relative to Hong Kong. So I've been looking at Hong Kong asset values and then NASDAQ asset values. All the value on NASDAQ is roughly, I was doing the math, it's roughly, I want to say, it was around $25 billion. Trillion. And then I was looking at Hong Kong. Hong Kong came in roughly 15% of that. And so for every $1 trillion pouring into a NASDAQ ETF, my back of the napkin math is saying roughly $150 billion could potentially be pouring in from Hong Kong. So just some numbers to throw out as we talk about Hong Kong here. James Seifert with the post here. Potential fee war could break out in Hong Kong over these Bitcoin and ETH ETFs. Harvest coming in hot with a full fee waiver and the lowest fee at 0.3% after waiver. Tables are from the colleagues that from Bloomberg, I believe. So it looks like Hong Kong might actually get their Ethereum ETF ahead of US. And if you're wondering what that impact is, I think 15% of what the impact would be in America. So that's just roughly what we're seeing. Grayscale, they're filing they're refiling their paperwork as well. So we got the big players setting up for the ETH ETF. SEC punts on the ETF proposals from Grayscale and Franklin Templeton. So once again, they have delayed on giving a decision. No one expected ETF approvals here. We're pushing this out a few months. So no big news right here. But SEC, this is a good sign. We want to see a little bit of back and forth. This is what we saw with Bitcoin. There's a couple details that need to be ironed out. They need to wrinkle out some issues. Who's going to custody it? What's the surveillance sharing agreement of the custody? AKA, can the Justice Department look at everything with the microscope? So we're doing some of the same stuff here. So this is all boding well for an Ethereum ETF. Can the ETH ETF be enough to ignite a second mini bull run, Nick, though? That's the question. Or is all the ETF gas out of the tank because Bitcoin, kind of taking all the oxygen?
I don't know. The way Runes is kind of fumbling the bag and Bitcoin fees are going very, very high. Seems like an Ethereum ETF would be very, very bullish for Ethereum, but it would be parabolically bullish for all the Arbitrum, OP, Polygon, all the other high level L2s on Ethereum would go absolutely bananas.
Yeah, I got in an argument with Johnny today about
never
Bitcoin
happens.
L2s. Yeah, that never happens. Bitcoin L2s, there's something I'm thinking about here with Ethereum. So when Ethereum has its 8th L2 and its 9th L2 and its 10th L2, does some of the money pouring into L2 number 9, number 10, does some of that money come from existing L2s? So is someone selling their Arbitrum, selling their OP, selling their Polygon to buy the new shiny L2?
It depends on what that L2 is. If the 10th L2 is DeFi and like another clone of Arbitrum, then yes. But if they're specialized for something like this ETH L2 is for car insurance, this ETH L2 is for AI medical devices, then no, then it's all new money.
We say all new money. I mean, you don't think there's some retail traders selling $1,000 worth of Polygon to buy the new thing on Coinbase?
Sure, but not enough to move the market.
Not enough to move the market.
No.
Well, I have that same viewpoint for Bitcoin protocols. So when Ordinals came out, oh my God, it's the coolest kid in the school. It's the popular guy. He dresses funny. He has a strange accent. Then all of a sudden, a second new kid shows up to the school. Do all the girls find the first new kid is cute? No, they're all like, they're paying attention to the other guy. And so now we got a third new kid in the school. And so when runes drop, some ordinal money left that ecosystem. And so when runes has, when the new ecosystem comes out, the new protocol in Bitcoin, some money will leave the runes ecosystem. Some will be new money, fresh capital, but some capital's exiting these other Bitcoin or protocols there. All right, let's talk about some I found in the charts. After looking at a couple articles, I had to confirm for myself here. One, we got average dormancy hitting 13-year peaks. So this is old coins going to new holders. We want to see that for a growing asset. But this is the chart I want to talk about. Bitcoin's 200-day average is approaching a record high. Here's why it matters, and then I'm going to have my take on it. So simple moving average, one of the most widely tracked indicators of Bitcoin's long-term trend. So it's on track to pass its previous peak of close to 50K from February 22. This was, when Bitcoin was dumping, but we still had some of the high levels from the previous 200 days. Past data shows that the most intense phase unfolds after this average is surpassing its previous peak. And so we get most bullish when it hits the previous all-time, when it sets a new all-time high. And so we moved into bullish territory above the 200-day moving average in October, setting record highs above 73K last month. Now the average, a crucial barometer of long-term trends, is also rising fast. So we got the price moving, and now the average, the 200-day average, is moving. This is crucial. This is very, very crucial. It's noteworthy for traders, as past data shows the most intense phase of the bullish cycle unfolds after the average surpasses its old peak. November 2020, 6 months after the halving, Bitcoin's 200-day SMA rose to its then highest level. By 5 months later, Bitcoin did a 4.5x, hitting 63K. And then ended up surging 2,000% in 12 months after the November 2016 SMA was reached there, or 5 months after the second halving. As always, past data is no guarantee of future results. So we went to a 20x, December 2016, 21. Then we went to a 4.5x. So where do you extrapolate for the next multiple? I'm kind of coming in at about a 2.5x. It's maybe a little bit more bullish than the math would suggest. If you follow the trend line, it should be closer to like 1.8x. But I feel like 2x is FUD. So I'm coming in with I think we can 2.5x from these levels here. So that's when it hits previous all-time high for SMA, or what the price is when it hits the previous all-time high. 2.5x for Bitcoin right here. 130 plus an additional 32,000, $162,000. Kind of where I'm coming in if we're looking at this metric here. So $162,000. Again, no guarantee of future results. All right, so let's get into the charts here rather than just keep reading there. All right, I said I have a link Bitcoin. All right, so here's Bitcoin. This is on TradingView. We scroll, if we tighten it up, you can see the X's there. So this is the 200-day moving average that we're looking at. Let me go ahead. Can I shrink this? I can hide some of this stuff. We hide that, hide that. Let me hide this. I'm not a total noob when it comes to TradingView, just a little. All right, so this is the 200-day moving average. You see this blue line? 200-day simple moving average. This was the high that we set for the previous cycle. And so, boom, we hit right there. That was the high for the cycle of the 2017 bull run. Well, the area they were talking about was that October 20 level. You can see when we hit it, look at that moving average and look at Bitcoin's price in the the subsequent months there. We're just kind of running it. It looks like it hit right. There's the SMA. So boom from right here. So we'll even go up to these candles right here. Very, very nice 2.5x in 130 days. If we were to shrink the timeline, 42 days, you more than doubled your price there. So very, very bullish movement there. So then we set a new high for the 200-day simple moving average. That was in February, like the article said, February 22. Now we are hitting these levels. The X is a little bit off because, the way you stretch it and everything. Yep. All right, so now we're hitting these levels. Look what the price did last time. Can the price repeat? Is this going to be the bullish period? Folks, I do think it's going to be the bullish period because what did we say happened last time? Last time we set in a new all-time high. Bitcoin slapped everyone around in the market and then it went super bullish. Right now, Bitcoin is slapping everyone around in the market and then I think we're going to go bullish, everybody. So I'm pretty midterm bullish right now. Chat, what do you think? Nick, what do you think? I mean, is this making you midterm bullish with this 200-day moving average?
Yeah, because that lines up really well with which is what I'm using to time my profit taking, the Pi cycle top indicator.
Another great metric too.
It is a fantastic metric. And so as this goes along, like this is mirroring, in my opinion, more and more of the 2017 bull run that capped out in January 2018, where we have a long period of just insane bullishness happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when those lines cross, when on the Pi cycle top indicator, that's the 350 and the 111 day, when those cross, that's when I'm going to be taking a lot of profit. But we are not anywhere near. Our bands are very wide right now, so we're just in a stage of prolonged
in the market. We're right here.
Prolonged bullishness.
If you're wondering where we're at in the when you're looking at 200-day moving average, when you're looking at previous all-time highs. Not when you're looking so much at the 4-year cycle because we're a little ahead of schedule. Yep. This is where we're at in the market.
Well, I would say I would go back to 2017. I think it just looks more analogous to that. Like it's very prolonged bullishness. We topped out. Yeah, that's it. This is it. So I would say that we are.
We're saying we're kind of like right here.
Yeah, I'd actually push it back a little bit to the hump to the left. That one. I think we're there. We just did a big snapback.
Okay.
Like the alts took a 70%, 60% dive.
Boy, would everyone love for you to be right. Let's not even try to catch the bottom. Say you came out of the range.
Yep.
This is a log chart, so you can't really tell. 30x. That's a 30x. So if you put in $30, you're looking at $900. You're almost looking at $1,000 from a $30 investment. I mean, now it's a much larger asset class. There's no way it can do a 30x, but we're in a very, very bullish range on many, many metrics. And we have new money pouring in, and we have Wall Street interested, and we have Morgan Stanley, making it easier to buy, and we have a dollar collapse happening, and we have other countries increasingly shedding their U.S. treasuries.
Oh, yeah.
Is just spelling very, very bullish on many metrics when it comes to Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
I also said another chart I wanted to share with you, which is the Link Bitcoin chart. This is something it's going to be in a video. This is a little bit, it looks like we're starting, I don't want to say confirm, or we're getting closer to that shoulder forming. I pointed this out, I don't know how long ago I drew these lines. When I pulled this up, I was like, oh yeah, I saw a chain link, head and shoulders, pulled up chain link, and then this was already drawn on there. I was like, and then I was like, oh yeah, I remember looking at that a long time ago. Now we're starting to get a little bit of the shoulder. The shoulder is now coming down. It's no longer, stuck to the earlobe. Now we got a little bit of a tension. Attention is leaving Chainlink's price action here. And if we do get a nice movement to the upside, I mean, you're looking, this is Link in Bitcoin. This isn't Link's price. This is just Link Bitcoin. If we look at a larger time frame, looks like, last time we Oh crap. Anyway, I'm not even going to try to remove that. Last time Chainlink got pretty good there, folks. I mean, we're looking at almost 1/5 of 1% of a Bitcoin. I know that sounds crazy, but that's not that bad when you're talking about a $70,000 asset right there. So I think Chainlink Bitcoin, I think Chainlink is going to gain some Satoshis in a major, major way pretty soon. If this plays out, we do need this chart to play out, but it's looking increasingly good as this shoulder starts to form. So if we go to the 4 hour just to see how much we got on that shoulder, hey, it looks like it's rounding. I can see a bone jutting out right here.
All right.
So we need this thing to move on up. All right. We have Chinese banks. We got a couple other stories, a couple other tweets on the ETF news. Top 10 Bitcoin addresses. If the Bitcoin ETFs held all their Bitcoin in one address, iBit would be the largest wallet in the world. Are you surprised that BlackRock would have the largest Bitcoin wallet in the world? It just makes sense.
Right.
Seek.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Binance has the largest Bitcoin.
Yeah, if Binance, well, that's
ETFs.
You're right. If Binance would then beat them if they combine all theirs. But as far as wallets today, BlackRock could have the largest wallet. BlackRock could have the largest wallet in 10 minutes if they wanted.
Yep.
That's pretty bullish. Seek, he just wants his Coquinu to rise. He just wants his rooster to roost, man. Cock-a-doo-doo-doo. All right, U.S. threats to block Chinese banks globally could ease China's crypto ban. So we're seeing a little bit of some of the dominoes start to fall. As the U.S. increases their banking sanctions, what we've seen with Venezuela, what we've seen with Russia, spells to more crypto adoption. Will that same playbook work on China? Or will China use the same playbook? I think it's quite possible that China will use that same playbook, but they're going to have like private blockchains. They do not want their citizens to know how they spend that money. This is pretty big news right here. FTC just completely banned non-compete agreements by employers, which prevent most workers from joining rival firms. It's now illegal for employees to make employees sign non-compete agreements. This is not super related to crypto. What industry is really going to get shocked by this or rocked by this? I'm trying to think. Journalism for like newscasters.
All sales.
Sales. Yeah. I mean, they're going to say like, hey, there's an NDA with privileged information, but like if you work at Coca-Cola, you can work at Pepsi. I mean, you won't be able to say Coca-Cola's secret recipe, but now you're able to work for Pepsi, whereas before you couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't be able to work for Coca-Cola and Pepsi at the same time. There's definitely a problem there, but like non-competes for like after you're fired or after you leave, that's weird. Like that's like, yeah, you can't work for any of our competitors 6 months after you left us. Like, what? Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, you see it with engineers a lot of the time. Yeah. So if you're a Boeing engineer, you can't just go work for Lockheed Martin. You're like, yeah, I know all the secrets. You know, here's the alloy that we're using for this tip of the nose over the plane. And so, all right, well, that's going to be that's good for workers. I'll say that. World Economic Forum says 98% of central banks are planning to launch CBDCs as finance enters the next phase. So 195 countries, we got like 192 of them probably going to be introducing a CBDC. Looks like we're going to have 24 live CBDCs by 2030. This bodes well. If 98% are planning to do it, but by 2030 only 24 can, that just speaks to the inefficiencies of government and just makes me more bullish on crypto, knowing that, the larger a corporation, the slower innovation is. There's no larger corporation in the world other than the U.S. government. U.S. government, largest corporation in the world. All right, Discover Financial, not Disco Fan with the Discover Crypto. Discover Financial, the 6th largest credit issuer in America, just reported a massive spike in defaults. What I find telling about this is it's not in fiat terms. So we're not talking about, Americans hit record debt, it hit this trillion. Then you're like, well, inflation, of course that number's just going to set new records all the time. Yep. No, we're talking about a percentage.
Oh.
Their net charge off rate, an indication of how many accounts are deemed uncollectible. And so this is what Visa is saying, the charge off rate, like the wipe hands with it, I'm done. We know about this in crypto. You see it with the NFT, you see it with that meme coin, you see it with that altcoin. You're like, all right, the gas fee is more than what I have worth. You wipe your hands. You're done with it. Hit that like button if you've had that experience. And so this is 5.7% of your altcoins. If you only get rugged, quote unquote, on 5.7%, that's great. But for credit cards, that's terrible. That is not the numbers that they want. Last time we saw it this high, great financial crisis. So this is the graphic right here.
It's almost like if the money is inflating and then you as a credit card company charge 29% interest on a credit card, people will default on them.
Yes.
Kind of weird when it's onerous and untenable.
Yeah, especially when people were used to damn near 0% interest rates 4 years ago.
Yeah, for like 20 years, we had basically no interest, and now it's 30.
It's like the judge telling the T-man he can't do business in New York. That's not a wrong example. All right, that analogy plays. All right, Tesla rocketed higher hours after reporting earnings. So this just bodes well for the stock market and tech stocks in general. And when tech stocks bounce, a lot of times you see a little bit of a bounce in Bitcoin. It's not as correlated as it was in 2020 and 2021, but I bought a Tesla share on Robinhood this morning. So that's part of the reason I brought Johnny had this up. And I was like, oh, I actually bought Tesla. Didn't know Johnny had this up. And I didn't know it was a fat green candle. So I bought the dildo. I didn't mean to. I did not mean to. I saw that. I was like, what? Because I didn't even look at the price action. I'm just bullish on just on their long-term plans, plus the fully self-driving. All right. But then we have Elon Musk launching a TV app. Here's how crypto can benefit. So the exact date for the launch is not known. So it's going to be a YouTube competitor, but X assured its users that the launch will be coming soon to most smart TVs. Once it's launched, they'll have the capability to cast videos from their smartphones to larger TV screens through the app. So just more integration and stuff for X. So it looks like he's doing not a terrible job with that. Facebook. Now we got to talk about Zuck. I know he's coming back into the favor right now. How do you feel about that? Because he's taking base takes that I know you agree with, Nick.
I mean, some of them I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He's a Fed.
All right. So, well, yeah. I mean, he has been captured. I think we saw. He blinked in Morse code though for us on Lex Friedman, and so I kind of want to give him the benefit of a doubt.
Oh, he did.
Well, he's basically saying, yeah, they came in and heavy-handed us on the story involving this thing. You know, I don't even want to say it out loud.
Wow.
But yeah, he said, yeah, they came in and essentially he exposed. He did more than what other media entities did. He did more than what Google CEO said. He did more than some of Jack Dorsey even. So yeah, he basically said, yeah, they came in and said this, and it was quite clear about it. All right, so Facebook spent $7.6 million on lobbying last quarter, almost twice as much as any other company. If you're wondering why this number seems small, it's because it is small. Because not all the money that's quote-unquote lobbying is going to be quantified as lobbying. Some of it might be Elizabeth Warren is the queen of this, speaking fees. And so when you have a bank pays you $250,000 for an annual speaking thing at a conference, would that affect how you vote? Does that show up as a lobby? No, it does not. No, it doesn't. And so when you see the banking broad's top donations, you're like, oh, it's Harvard. It's a school. Why is it not a bank? Because the banks are paying her, but they pay them directly, but it will not be listed on this. So just want to highlight some of the corruption there. But so they paid twice as much as any other company. Well, in other news, potential TikTok ban was just passed by Congress right there. So found that interesting. GM, number 2. Zuck, almost beaten by Bezos. So Bezos is number 3. Then we have defense industry. We have military contractor Northrop Grumman, and then Comcast. So media. Hey, I sure love my media monopolies. And then we have, would you know it? Pharmaceuticals. God, that is a rogues gallery. This is like Batman villains. This is a corporate entity of Spider-Man villains. Which one's Doc Ock? Where's Green Goblin? You know how much I sacrificed?
It's like that was Legion my
of Willem
Doom
Dafoe.
As a lobbying firm. So,
what are your thoughts on first Arculus? We love some Arculus here. I do want to give a big shout out. We are powered by Arculus today. If you want to learn more about wallets, go check out the wallet video we just put out. What are your thoughts on Willem Dafoe?
He's actually a really normal guy. He's not weird in real life. He's from like the Middle East. He's from the Midwest. Like a guy who's like from, I don't know, Missouri or something like that.
What's the Irish gangsters who shoot a courtroom? They're like brothers. They're gangsters. Boondock Saints.
Oh, yeah. And there was a firefight.
I would not have thought that the person who played the detective in that movie is a normal person from the Midwest. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
If you've seen Antichrist, then yeah, I mean, holy crap.
All right, we have big news for iPhone and Europe here. iPhone currently not compatible with the digital euro. The digital euro, what is going on here? So ECB, European Central Bank executive board member, wants Apple to change how iPhone payments work to support a CBDC. He claimed that the current system may not support CBDCs for European Central Bank digital currency here. Apple's proposed commitments would not give third parties full access to the secure element, but only allow for the usage of host card emulation here. Now, part of me is wondering, do they want to be able to freeze your funds on your Apple account without having to email Apple with a subpoena, or, talking to the people in the dashboard in the portal that, where they work with censoring your funds?
Yeah.
Do they want more control over Apple? Apple, I hope you guys fight this as hard as you can. Bring back the ideals of Steve Jobs, except for being a piece of shit to your kids. That was one thing, you don't want to copy that part.
Don't do that. Leave that out.
Yeah, don't do Jackie Chan. Like, hey, don't be a Jackie Chan. You make a good movie, but treat your kids with respect.
Not hard.
It's not hard. I don't know. Maybe his daughter's a jerk. I don't know. Jackie Chan, at least. All right. Number of stablecoin owners exceed 100 million. Sorry. The number of wallets exceeds 100 million. Here are the most preferred stablecoins. So I just want to go and list the preferred stablecoins here. Number one, it looks like we have Tether. Tether's winning. And they're just kind of going by addresses here. So it leads the market with 80% of total addresses. Probably just going to be around for being used longer. And overseas, people love Tether compared to USDC. So USDC favored by Coinbase and Circle. But nothing wrong. I use both. If you had to hold a stable coin, but don't say die, between Tether and Circle, what are you holding for a year, Nick?
Oh, like through like
Tether or USDC, USDT or C?
Probably Tether.
Okay, yeah, I'd probably do Tether. I'm on the fence. I'd use either. Let's just see here. XRP will make most profit this cycle. It will not. It definitely will not. No, it won't. Boondocks, epic movie. At least 4 Canucks around here, if we include Ducey. All right, Green Goblin, people, Doc Ock, Vulture, Electro, Rhino, Lizard Man. All right, let's see here. What else do we got? Tether commit to freezing. Oh, and on that note, oh no, me and Nick are embarrassed now because they're committing to freezing addresses linked to sanctions. A scrutiny over USDT misuse grows, aka the U.S. government, Treasury Department, Department of Justice said, if you don't start freezing quote unquote terrorist wallets, we're going to come down. We're going to come down hard. The likes of enforcement, which you've never seen. And so, yeah, Tether is centralized. USDC is centralized. One is centralized more than the other, but they are both centralized, folks. U.S. government seeking a 3-year prison sentence for CZ. This is breaking overnight here. Should CZ do 3 years? I say, heck no. I think he was just trying to move fast and break things. When it's Uber, oh, we don't care. We don't care. It's fine. It's fine. When it's Airbnb, oh, that's okay, But when it's CZ, no. We got to come after them. Some people, they just want to make it where you can crash on a couch or in someone's house. These people just want to, hey, taxi cab medallion seems like a little bit shady. This guy's trying to finance the world. He's trying to give economic freedom to everybody across the globe. And I've talked about, an American perspective versus international perspective. There's people who need crypto a lot more than I'll ever understand.
Yeah.
And I get that. And so, he's trying to provide freedom for these people. And for that reason, I don't think he should be locked up for any amount of time.
Fun fact, approximately 0 bankers went to jail for the 2008 financial crisis. And yet CZ is supposed to do time. For doing what exactly?
And also interesting, Sam Bankman-Fried's charges that I cared mostly about, the campaign finance laws that he broke. Yep. They swept those under the rug. Dismissed. Yeah, we won't, you know what? No, because the Bahamas won't extradite him unless you get rid of that charge. Because how the Bahamas, they're always like stepping in on
the global superpower of the Bahamas and their Mai Tais. Gosh, let's talk about altcoins.
Wait a minute. Isn't that a place known for bank accounts? Anyways. All right. I did want to say this about CZ. What is CZ doing? Meanwhile, while they're showing that he's facing 3 years, So you're like tweeting about Giggle Academy.
What is this?
It was smiling face emojis. So it doesn't seem like he's, sweating it right now. Maybe he's rocking in the corner, but, publicly seems like he's staying calm, hodling.
Nice.
All right. ETH ecosystem activity soaring. Why? Base and Polygon are going to be two of the big winners. Also, we do like OP. We do like ARB. Trading volume of on-chain derivatives now 3x than during the bull run. So
Bullish.
DeFi taking market share from centralized exchanges. Meaning, a lot of people are coming in. The first time you buy crypto, it's a centralized exchange. Unless you're like a true degen and you mined your first crypto and you're trading on a DEX. But for the vast majority of people, you do your first trades on a centralized exchange. But then you start to learn, and then you start getting into DeFi and decentralized exchanges. So, we want to see that continue to climb. There's a rug pull of a liquid restaking token. It looks like it got its peg back there. It was pegged to ETH. Talk about a very, very scary moment. I stay away from liquid staking if it's not Cardano, because I want to have custody. I do a little bit here and there for airdrop opportunities, because now I'm looking at asymmetrical upside. So I'm staking some stuff with TIA. I'm staking some stuff on with Parachains on Polkadot. I'm staking a little bit here and there. I got some liquidity pool stuff on Cardano, but I'm not giving my Bitcoin to get a thing that's called blank Bitcoin and then using that in DeFi. I'm not doing that with Ethereum any heavy level. Little bits here and there for airdrop opportunities, but those are calculated risks. I'm not giving away all my ETH to make 10% more ETH in 12 months. To me, that is a very risky proposition, and that's something I'm staying away from. And I would suggest the same. Richard Hart, for better or worse, he had a really good saying that I heard him say is, do not play on a railroad track to pick up pennies, because you might lose everything.
Dang.
And then you're literally trying to turn $1 into $1.09 after 12 months. And any time that train might run you over and you have nothing, it doesn't seem like the risk reward's there for me.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. All right, Kosh got into top 100 with the new exchange listing on Upbit. So this is kind of what I was saying, bullish time. I feel like we're in a bullish time. So the HBAR innuendo ended up doubling the price. That gives me vibes that is bullish. Seeing an exchange listing and the token goes up, not down, that's also bullish. Typically, you see it go down.
Can we actually look into Akash, just like its performance long term, if we think it's something that people should be holding on to?
All right, Akash is down 8% right now. If we hit max, all right, so what does this market cap look like? Because this is, all right, it fails the first test, which is second high for H2 21. But it did pump during that weird time, September. So then it even it's this low in November when Bitcoin's at an all-time high. That doesn't bode exceedingly well.
Oh my God.
It is definitely at a new all-time high, recently relative to price and market cap here. So, there have been tokens that have been released. I'm not done though. We go to their Twitter, what kind of comms do they have here? Well, they're paying, what is this, 1K a month, 10K a month? That's bullish, I guess. Followed by Martin Shkreli. He's actually on point with some good tech. Virtual Bacon. All right. A bunch of people that I follow. That would be a good sign. Pinned is from a launch support for GPUs. Scrolling down 22 hours ago, tweeted out yesterday. Okay. Fairly active. So I don't hate it.
Akash is this is on Cosmos, right?
And so if we go down to categories, proof of stake, depin. Potentially.
Chains Cosmos ecosystem. That's what it just said right there.
Okay. And we go to their website, world's premier decentralized compute marketplace. Now they got to really, really get their funds if they want to be I guess if they're a middleman for compute, that means they don't have to spend $400 million on AI hardware.
Yeah.
If they're just the middleman, but if they are just the middleman, can another middleman just come in and with a flasher UI? And so, then you don't have much of a moat, because your moat is just a little bit of software that someone else could patch together. When you have $2 billion in supercomputers computing AI, that is a $2 billion moat, meaning you are protected. So I would have to see what kind of hard assets do they have. I want them to have a lot of hard assets, aka just mining equipment, compute equipment, storage, stuff like that. All right, now we got a little Cardano news. Alt Corner, everybody, hit that like button if you like altcoins. Type in some altcoins.
Oh yeah.
I see XRP. I see ADA. When do you think price goes up for ADA? I think imminent. I think next 45 days, I think we should be flirting with 80 cents again. The fight, okay. XRP is far from king, bruv. Brad just be dumping on y'all. Don't need a cash, just render. Yeah, we like render. We like a few AI coins, but D-pin plays are also good too. All right, let's talk about ADA here. Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, one of the founders of Ethereum, releases a game, but it's on Gala Chain. Oh, what is going on here? So Reflext, I don't know if that's how you say it. I think it's Reflext. The Charles Hoskinson-backed firm is releasing Voyager Ascension because they wanted two words that just seem vague. Voyager Ascension is released on Gala today, but has Cardano gaming in its sights as well. So he surprised Twitter last week when he announced first game is coming out alongside a game launching on Gala. When one user asked about it, I have 6 companies. So this is one of them. One is Bison. Never mind, I'm not even going to go there. It was, with the sleeves.
Yeah.
You guys know where I was going with that. A helicopter company. All right. Reflects, the company behind the game, told Decrypt that is a IOG portfolio company, and Hoskinson is the co-founder and CEO of IOG. Hoskinson doesn't have a position with Reflex itself. The spokesperson clarified here. Following publication of the story, he tweeted a video in which he said he's a board member at the company, and it's a spin-out company from IOG. As previously noted, the rep before publication said that Hoskinson did not have a position at the company. Board member at the company, is that a position at the company?
No.
I mean, not really. Yeah, no. I mean, it's not. No, you're on the board. It is technically different. Like if you're in court, you would say it's separate.
Yeah, you get an email and you join a Zoom call once a month.
Yeah, maybe once a quarter.
Yeah, once a quarter. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's doing it live from his helicopter, like.
Yeah.
They're like, Charles. He's like, yeah, look, yeah. I'm chasing this bison with my helicopter. I gotta tag it so we know how it migrates. All right, rolling down here. A key is approaching the developers' old PC titles and introducing them to a Web3 world. I think that's a great strategy. Take something that worked in the past and slap Web3 on top of it. It's better than building something from the ground up and then it fails and you barely got enough money to do a second game and you cut corners on the second game and then you're just out. But if you do something that worked in the past, takes a little bit less funds, effort, everything to bring into market, then you're going to have a better success rate.
Yep.
I had another Cardano thing. Dan, we love Dan here. He had a post here. Cardano will make its move. So someone had a question, when will Cardano make its move? Well, I got it right here for you. Here's how it feels for me as a crypto content creator who is bullish on Cardano. I would echo all these sentiments here. I think we're good on sound.
Oh, sorry. Hang on, here it comes.
We got sound?
Yep.
Okay. Wait, all right. So you're catching the ball. Boom, you're a Cardano holder. Oh, it fell, but we were 80 cents, but now it's 60 cents. Now it's 40 cents, but now it's 30 cents. Wait a minute, now it's 40 cents again. Now it's 56 again. 60 cents, shaking the FUD, spinning it out. Move, block for me, Dan, stop the fear. And then, boom, new all-time high, $3.09. It's going to happen eventually, folks. Just be patient. I love that. That's great. Dan, great community there. Crypto Recruiter. He's got a fantastic channel. If you ever want to watch it, I'll just go ahead and pull it up here. So if you see this guy, Crypto Face, lovingly called him on ATB, Blue Eyes White Dragon. If you want to pull up an oldie but goodie reference for him, be like, hey, it's Blue Eyes White Dragon. He's just probably going to laugh his head off. Punks don't seem like they're dead. We're seeing a lot of Bored Ape FUD. Not planned. We're in the Bored Ape hoodie here. Very big hoodie punk, $620K for this JPEG that lives on an IPFS server. You don't even own it. Is that worth $600K? Some people are torn. D-Gods may return to Solana. We're just basing this off a rumor. All right, first, I almost want to just kind of dunk on the website here. Daily Coin just got a subscription to Midjourney.
Yeah.
Look, they're sometimes you see like little articles, you'll see like 5 squares on the bottom. Yeah. It's like hot news for 24 hours. They force you to look at these articles. They're like, look, damn it. We got a new AI tool for our top splashes for the page. Yikes. You will look at it. So this is the tweet. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Frank. Frank.
Yeah, well, good old Frank here, Frank to Gods. Chat, is this real? Devs testing your assets are on their way to Solana. People are very, very excited. Yeah, talk about the wrong time to leave Solana. You like left Solana right when it turned fun and bullish.
Yes.
Is not a good move. So that was like Frank was known for not making missteps.
Yep.
That one ended up hurting in the long run for sure. Bitcoin, DeFi summer after runes. How will Stacks help Bitcoin? I think Stacks will help Bitcoin, but Stacks money will steal runes money, which is stealing Ordinal's money, which is stealing BRC20 money, which is, it's all kind of a circle jerk. There, I said it. All right, let's see here. Imagine not being bullish on AI. Nick, does this creep you out? Or is this, the good version of Harari's future?
So it's it's teaching you how to do surgery?
I think, teaching surgery, or maybe even like just teaching you about, muscular
this
structure,
is the stuff
veins.
Of nightmares, but is this, I guess this is AI. It really just looks like a really great projection mapping demo.
Yeah, it does. I would agree. Let's just see. All right, folks. Oh, I did want to share this real quick. We got highest conviction bets. This is from Rand. Rand just tweeted this out less than 10 hours ago. This is his best altcoin. So we're going to wrap up the alt corner here, and we got to look at these. Yeah. Where's Gummy? Oh God, I was joking. It's number 9, and Tuker's number tied for 9.
All right, here we go.
You're making it hard, Rand. You're making it hard. First, he's got Arweave. Price today $27.
Yeah.
Cycle high was $47. Percentage to high 41%. Fully diluted market cap here. So the token is out. This is market cap to fully diluted value ratio. Launch of the supercomputer. Best tech in crypto. So he's bullish on Arweave, bunch of new projects, good tokenomics, airdrops. All right, so that's why he's bullish on Arweave. Solana, number 2, most users, one of the biggest stablecoin volumes, network effect of meme coin casino. He called it the EAM coin. Maybe he meant to say emo coin instead of meme coin. So he says the network effect of emo coins, great user experience, cheap to launch dApps.
For number 2?
For number 2,
conviction, this is going in like top to bottom or bottom to top?
I think this is his highest conviction bet. So he's not saying it's going to have the best multiple, but this is, maybe where he has the most funds deployed here.
Sure.
Toncoin number 3.
Yeah.
I don't like Toncoin number 3.
No, the Toncoin ecosystem for sure. Like memes on Ton are going to be great, but the coin itself,
yeah, Ton is dumped by insiders pretty heavily, and I don't see it slowing down. Now, those insiders are also going to do everything they can to pump the token, so it is competing forces. It's them trying to not cause a dump, but at the same time, they're selling their tokens, which does cause a dump. More users than any other chain. I guess he's talking about Telegram metrics, because that's not true. Great tech. Telegram preparing for IPO. Real world applications built around Ton. Then it has a DWF support here. Near number 4.
Okay.
Almost all tokens out. Okay, 90% of the tokens are out. I would say that's not bad. Building the most advanced chain abstraction technology in the entire crypto space. I don't think him or I could speak with any conviction on that. Heavily involved in development of AI, the hottest narrative overall. Then he has Rune. Let's see here. Guys, I got bad eyes, so I'm struggling here. Enables native cross-chain swaps as trading more and more.
A little bit. It's okay.
Tokenomics make Rune highly reflexive to market trends. Battle-tested projects. Sweet. Though pretty bad ratio here.
Yeah.
Only 1 out of 7 tokens have been released. So for every token, you got 6 more around the corner. You know that meme of that guy behind the tree?
Yeah.
That's 6 Say tokens waiting to dump on you.
Yeah.
All right. Or Sui. Sorry. Sui has a lot more inflows from ETH over the last 3 months than Avalanche or Solana. TikTok's parent company joined Sui network. That's ByteDance. Yeah, true. User-friendly blockchain. Yeah, I would say the ByteDance. I could forgive the 13 with the ByteDance angle there. FTM Phantom, new Sonic stack. So it looks like similar to OP stack. Sonic mainnet will be a game changer. Andre Cronje is one of the smartest minds in crypto. Low market cap, so meaning good upside. Potentially be one of the few big ETH rollups with its own gas token. Then we have Pendle. I know Johnny super bullish on Pendle here.
Yep.
Whole new market in DeFi, allowing tokenization of future yield. Tech can be applied for different use cases like restaking and airdrop farming. What Pendles enables new DeFi primitive. I would say this is a good product. And if they stick with the Peter Thiel strategy of do one thing and hyper focus on that one thing and don't try to go too broad, don't try to get scope creep, like Nick says, allowing tokenization of future yield. That's pretty good DeFi product. Like, all right, you'll lock your coin up for a year. This is going to be your rewards. Go ahead and give me your rewards, and I'll give you some, pennies on the dollar, 90 cents on the dollar. Everybody's kind of happy right there.
Yep.
Gear, more adoption, TVL growth, lending against real world assets.
Never heard of Gear.
I haven't heard of Gear either. We're looking at fully diluted value, $250 million. Market cap right now, 142 million. So we're looking at a pretty low market cap there.
Yep.
DAO decides on rates, caps, and what strategies to employ, which protocols. The more a DAO is involved, sometimes the slower you are reacting to trends. So that can be good, can be bad. Tucker, Gummy. I don't even want to get into those. Are just meme coins. Bob, another meme coin, right? Bitcoin L2 with the easy EVM. So a lot of people are trying to do that.
A dozen of those. So I don't know why Bob is any different than like Threshold. Threshold does that, and it's been around for a couple years now. So
Sin City replied, best tech in crypto right now is ICP. I love ICP. I thought that was real Lego. I was like, that got me. I was like, Lego advertising here. No, that's a non-ad right there. So that's Rand's picks right there, folks. Did I get slapped around too hard? No, not too hard. Not too hard. We're still in the $20 range. So we're not, I'm going to play with those, make sure we don't lose too much funds. When you're making 10x on your wins, you can afford a $20, $30 loss if you're pulling in $200, $300, $500 wins on these trades like we've been doing. So I'm going to play around with these levels. I suggest you do the same. You got to practice very, very safe techniques if you're going to be leverage trading. Use those low leverage points. Do not go 50x. Unless it's like $5 or something that you don't mind just burning. So that's my last advice there. Folks, been a great stream. We're going to have Josh back soon. Do not worry about that. We're going to float this idea to you. We might do like 2-3 less uploads with a couple extra live streams because we want to give you guys the breaking news when things break during the afternoon. But that's all we got, folks. I got to go eat some lunch. Easy out.
Easy out.
Hit that like button.
Hit it.